President Kriesel, welcome to the committee. Good to see you tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and members. I'm here today to introduce a bill supporting a Gateway Corridor, a transit corridor generally along I-94 in the East Metro. Although this transitway corridor is not directly in my district, I'm supportive of continuing to make investments in our transportation system, and it would have a direct effect on my district. These investments that we make to support and strengthen the business community, allowing them to better connect to their employees, their goods, services, and ultimately their customers. Here today is Washington County Commissioner Lisa Weik. Woodbury Mayor Mary Giuliani Stevens is testifying for another bill in another committee, so she makes it back in time. She will also testify. So if it's okay right now, Mr. Chair, I would turn it over to Commissioner Weik.
Commissioner White, welcome to the committee. If you identify yourself for the recorded record and proceed, we appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I am Lisa Weik, Washington County Commissioner, District 5, which is a portion of Woodbury. I am here this evening to address members regarding the Gateway Corridor Commission and the alternatives analysis study that is in progress. I am chair of the Gateway Corridor Commission, and I'm also the 2012 Washington County Regional Rail Authority Chair. The Gateway Corridor does generally follow Interstate 94 from Minneapolis through St. Paul into the eastern suburbs of the Twin Cities and is one of the most congested corridors in the region. Existing bus service, while operating near capacity, is not adequate to serve the mobility needs of the growing East Metro. More frequent and reliable service that connects key destinations is needed. Woodbury and Lake Elmo, along with the rest of the communities along the Gateway Corridor, rely on improved accessibility and mobility, and doing nothing to promote these is a barrier to our future growth. In order to find a solution to the problems of increasing congestion, minimal transportation options, and to enhance economic development opportunities, the Gateway Corridor Commission, a joint powers board with representation from the cities, townships, and counties from St. Paul to the St. Croix River, came together in 2009. Our commission has taken the lead on examining transit options in the corridor by undertaking a transit alternatives analysis study. Funding for that study came from Ramsey County, Washington County, through participation in the county's Transit Improvement Board, and the Metropolitan Council, and in 2009, federal appropriations funding secured by Congresswoman McCollum. That transit study has the goal of determining a transit alternative that will establish a cost-effective way to increase mobility, grow economic development, and access to employment in the region with safe transportation options. The study is considering multiple routes and multiple forms of transit, including light rail, bus rapid transit, and a managed lane alternative, like the existing ones on I-35W and Interstate 394. The study is expected to be completed in the next couple of months, with a preferred alternative or alternatives identified after another round of public open houses. Looking to the near future, after the AA study is completed, Washington County and Ramsey County have committed $3 million towards the next phase in developing the Gateway Corridor Transitway, which would be the draft environmental impact statement. So we are here today seeking the state's partnership and requesting $1 million in state bonding to help fund the continued development of the Gateway Corridor, which ultimately will lead to increased mobility, equity, safety, and economic viability in the Gateway Corridor. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Commissioner White. Appreciate it. Any questions or comments for either the author or the commissioner? Is there anyone else in the audience who would like to testify about this issue? See someone coming forward here. Just one brief question, Commissioner. Let's see, we've got the study is coming about June. It's about the time we'll shortly after we'll be wrapped up here. Are you confident you're going to be prepared to start to step through the next gateway after that at this time?
No pun intended on the gateway.
No pun intended.
Yes. Yes, I'm very confident that the study in the next phase is ready to proceed. We do have the funding for the environmental impact statement, and that would be possibly starting later this year or early in 2013. And then, of course, preliminary engineering is also in the next phase.
Thank you. Thank you. I know you've been working on this for some time, and it's good to see the Gateway, the alternative analysis study come through. We'll look forward to seeing what that is. Members, are there any further questions or comments for this author? Representative Kriesel, I will lay this bill over for possible inclusion. Thank you for coming, for your input. It's appreciated very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.